Diego, written by Jeanette Winter, and illustrated by Jonah Winter, is a great biography which depicts the life of Diego Rivera. The author, Jeanette Winter, is an acclaimed author who has written a series of children's books. Some of her other books include The Christmas Visitor, a Norwegian folktale, and September Roses, a tribute to the memory of September 11th. Although Jeanette has written many beautiful stories about important figures and events in history, Diego really stands out as a fantastic text for English language learners. Diego is written for an early 4th grade reading level, but is really appropriate for all ages. Each page is translated in Spanish, which support the needs of English language learners. Along with the helpful translations, Jonah Winters has put together a series of beautiful illustrations to support the storyline and allow the reader easier comprehension. The colors are bright, happy, and lively. Jeanette Winter follows the life of Diego from a small town in Mexico to his successes as a famous artist. Diego's story begins in the mountains of Guanajuato. We learn that Diego had a twin brother who died shortly after birth. He was only a year old. Diego spent part of his childhood living with a nurse in the jungle, surrounded by beautiful landscapes and wild animals. His artistic talents soon became apparent when his parents found him drawing on the walls. His father created a studio for him by covering the walls with chalkboard. He was very creative. At one point, he even made 5,000 toy soldiers. He eventually ends up going to art school and begins drawing images and moments from his life. In this story, many Mexican cultures are described, allowing for Hispanic children, especially Mexican children, to make self-to-text connections. For students who may not be familiar with such holidays like the Day of the Dead or Dia de los Muertos, this is a great way to learn about the Mexican culture. The story also explains many injustices Diego witnessed. Diego was a man who loved his country and fought for a better quality of life. Diego travels to Paris to build his artistic knowledge, then to Italy, but ultimately dreams of being back in Mexico. In Mexico, he begins drawing murals which tell stories of the Mexican people. The greatest message in this story is found on the last page. His paintings made people proud to be Mexican. They still do. The story is a beautiful story that incorporates language, art, history, and culture.